Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So it is Sunday and Noah's eating lunch. My mom brought this delicious soup and a bunch of cabbage rolls, and we are unpacking from our Vegas, California trip. And you guys can see all those need to be washed. All these need to be washed. Everything needs to be unpacked and washed. Right now I've been washing the kids' stuffed animals. So I'm gonna do the clothes next, put everything away, and we're just kind of chilling. My husband took back the little thing from U-Haul, and this is just stuff that we brought with us that we need to put away. I took a bunch of Lysol wipes and sunscreen, and then like disinfectant sprays. The kids were just doing a puzzle there, and that is what's going on. And yeah, let me get the cabbage rolls out and show you guys what bread we had in the freezer. We were supposed to go camping, I don't know, a while back, and we didn't. I always buy this bread from either Costco or Freddy's or wherever when we go camping, and it was just sitting in our freezer, so we thawed that out. We have cabbage rolls, and then we have that huge pot with soup. So we have plenty of food for today. That's what we're going to be eating, and that's what's going on so far. So Monday for lunch, we are having spaghettis that David made, and then we have been snacking on grapes. This morning we just had cereal, and that's what's going on for lunch. Tuesday morning, and I made Mississippi wings for, that's going to be lunch and dinner, brownies, and then I have over here ready for rice, and I just put 2 of these chicken bouillon cubes. For dinner last night we just ate on the spaghetti, and then this morning I woke up super late, so I didn't have breakfast, but that is going to be lunch and our dinner, and we'll probably do like a Caesar salad on the side as well. So this is all done. It went all night last night. It smells really good, and that's what's going on. Tuesday we are having someone come over for lunch, and they'll probably eat with us, so that'll be fun. And I will see you guys. Hi everyone, it is Wednesday morning, and I just had a coffee, and for breakfast everyone is having cereal, and we will see you guys Wednesday for lunch. I pulled out a can of beans that needed to be used up from the pantry, and then we had some popcorn chicken in the freezer, so we just did it in the air fryer, and then some desperate oranges that desperately need to be used up from the fridge. So that's Lucas's plate. He didn't want the beans. Noah did, so whoever wants beans can have it with it, and who doesn't can have it without it. But that is lunch for Wednesday. It is Wednesday night, and unfortunately I can't show you what we had. I can just show you the empty boxes. I had someone bring over Olive Garden. We had fettuccine alfredo, salad, soup, spaghetti, and a cake that has been devoured. And she also brought some soda and a bunch of these Olive Garden like cheese packets, which I have a bunch left over, and I put those in the fridge, and you know I'll use them up. So unfortunately I didn't want to film while she was here because, you know, not everybody wants to be on YouTube. So we have a lot of these plastic containers that we have left over. I put one in the dishwasher to see if it melts or not, and then a bunch of silverware, and we'll definitely use those up in the RV. And then if these don't melt, I'll put them in the dishwasher. If not, if they do melt, then I'll just wash them by hand, because these are great for leftovers. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi everyone. So it is Wednesday, and I did not have breakfast. And for lunch, we are going to do these little pretzel buns that I had in the freezer. I'm just going to do eggs. I have more in the fridge. Do like egg sandwich. And then for dinner, I'm thawing out some shrimp with pasta Alfredo. And we're just going to keep it really simple today. So we're going to start out with these egg sandwiches. I love you too. And that's what's going on. All right, so here is lunch, just an egg sandwich. I had some sandwich meat in the fridge and some spinach, and that is one of the sandwiches. I'm going to go ahead and make up the rest, and it looks delicious. Dinner ready. Out of those 4 Caesar salads that you guys saw in my grocery haul, this is the only one left. My kids like to eat it just as a snack, so I definitely need to pick up some more of those. I pulled out some pasta from our stockpile. Pulled out this jar of minced garlic. I'm only going to use a little bit of it, not all of it obviously. I'm going to use that on the shrimp. And then we only had 1 pasta Alfredo sauce in our stockpile, so I need to get more of that in my next grocery haul. And then I'm going to use some of this Parmesan or whatever Romano cheese that we got from the food yesterday from Olive Garden that my friend brought over, and the water is boiling. I'll do the shrimp, put it together, and show you guys for Thursday. We have our salad, our pasta, and our shrimp. I'm just gonna plate it up for everyone, and we will see you guys tomorrow. What are you showing them?
A shark.
Your shark. And a Bluetooth. Thursday night, 8:26 at night. I wanted to show you guys those mushrooms. Well, you'll see in my haul. I got some mushrooms for $1 on clearance at Fred Meyer. I'm sauteing them up with some onions, and I'm just using these little onions that I got from my mom's house. And then I'm gonna also cut up some of these frozen peppers so we can use them up. And then those hot dogs that we got from Fred Meyer, I'm gonna cut some of those up. And this is actually gonna be lunch for my husband for tomorrow for work. So I'll show you the finished product. I just wanted to show you guys what we're using. Onions that we got for free from my mom. Oh, and I should probably throw in some zucchini in there because I have so many zucchinis from my mom. But I wanted to use some of these peppers too because they're taking up a lot of room. Here is the finished product. I used some of those hot dogs, a zucchini, some of the frozen peppers, the mushrooms, onion. I reused some of that garlic from the jar. And then I also used a can of this tomato sauce to kind of bind it all together. And then the leftover containers from the Olive Garden, I washed them in the dishwasher. I'm gonna let that cool off, and that's exactly what I'm gonna use for his lunch for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna thaw out a bunch of beans and ground beef and stuff from the freezer to make chili tomorrow. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Show you guys, we did use up this salsa, so this will be tossed out. We still have plenty in our stockpile. I think I have about 3 or 4 more left, but yeah, this is already done. And that's another thing that we are finishing out of our fridge. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday morning and my coffee is dripping. Let me show you guys. We have a variety of coffees. This is the one that I have in there right now. It's the French Roast by Starbucks. It's really good. And then I got these from vacation. They're just little coffee creamers, so I'm gonna work on using those up, and I'll use that in my coffee. And yeah, that's what's going on so far. I haven't been doing my lemon water since we got back from vacation, but I need to start doing that. But I'm just really craving a good coffee. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and Noah woke me up, so I will get that going, and then we'll see. Okay, I'll come get it, and then we'll see. There's a spider. I have to go deal with that, but we'll see if I have breakfast. So for Friday morning breakfast, we're keeping it super simple. I got these in my grocery haul from Fred Meyer, and these are the protein bars. This is what they look like, and I think the kids are really gonna like them. So that is what we are having. So I went in the garage for the stockpile to look for some more canned beans and chilies and stuff for the chili, and after Noah had his protein bar, he saw this can of chicken noodle soup in our stockpile that we got at the Dollar Tree, I believe. So I warmed that up for him. He's gonna eat that as well for breakfast. I know, it's interesting. Here's my chili. I used one of these beef bouillon cubes. I used about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I used one of these chili seasoning packets. Finished up this tube of tomato paste. 1 can of diced green chilies. 1 can of white beans. And then this dented tomato sauce can. And then a bunch of the beans that you guys saw last night that were out of the freezer. And the onions from my mom's house, because the onions that I had from Costco got recalled. I need to return those and get my money back. So we have a bunch of little onions from my mom's garden. That's gonna be going. We might use some of those hot dogs that we got yesterday, make chili dogs. Maybe we'll just eat it with chips. I don't know. I'll show you guys when we have it, but I'm really excited. Everyone's been kind of wanting something like chili. So yeah, that's easy. It is 9:14. Dinner's in the crock pot, and now I can go start on laundry. Hey guys, it is lunchtime. There is the chili. I just put one of those hot dogs that we got yesterday underneath, kind of like a chili dog but without the bun. Chopped up some onion and some sour cream, and that is going to be my lunch today. And so for Friday night dinner, I'm having more chili with onions and some chips. And then I wanted to show you guys, my dad dropped off these beautiful onions from their garden. So we have lots and lots of onions now. And that is just keeping it simple. Everyone's just kind of having chili. Lucas is having some of these that I just bought. And yeah, we also have that pasta Alfredo for anyone who wants it. And we're just keeping it very simple because, hey, it's Friday. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I've been at it for a little bit, for about an hour, trying to see what we're gonna make for food today. I pulled out a few ingredients with good intentions. Now let's see how much I actually get done. So if you guys remember, in a couple of my hauls a while back, I got this half and half from Safeway for free. It needs to be used up. I mean, it's good till September 22nd, but I want to use it up. So I found a recipe with half and half chicken breast, which as you can see we have plenty, and fresh mushrooms. We don't have any, but I have lots of canned mushrooms and some garlic and whatever. So I'm thinking of doing that, and we'll see. Maybe over mashed potatoes, because we have, besides these potatoes, I have a box of potatoes that my mom gave me, so I have lots of potatoes. Then I still have a lot of these frozen eggs that are taking up a lot of my freezer. So like I said, it's Saturday morning, so I'm gonna make a egg casserole, not with all the eggs, but some of these eggs. And I pulled out a chorizo. I'm thinking of frying that up with some onions, garlic, doing eggs, chopping up these bell peppers that are in the freezer, some cheese, and then cubing some potatoes, roasting those and putting that in, making a huge casserole, and we'll eat out of that. And then I have a lot of zucchini in my fridge from my mom, so I took out a lot of different cheeses, and I have more cheeses. I'm thinking of making, for the first time ever, a like zucchini lasagna, and I thought I had frozen cream cheese because I had a lot of it, and maybe I do, I just cannot find it. So I'm gonna have to go get either cream cheese, cottage cheese, or ricotta or something at the store. And then I was also thinking, to make sure we finish this up, I have a lot of canned chicken to do like a chicken gnocchi soup, and I don't have any gnocchi. So there's a Dollar Tree and a Safeway right by each other. I might go to the Dollar Tree and get some gnocchis. And I have fresh spinach in the fridge too that I can put in there, so that'll get rid of that. And I'm just trying to figure out, I need just a few ingredients, like, I don't know, we'll see. We might go with the cream cheese because I used it last time in the lasagna and it was fine, and it's a lot cheaper than ricotta cheese. So I have good intentions. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys this huge thing of ice cream. It's taking up so much space, and that's all there is. So you know someone's gonna eat that today. We're gonna get rid of that, and we are making some room in our freezer. And then I found these 1 or 2 bended tortillas. I figured, let me thaw them out and the kids will eat them up somehow, use them up. And that's gonna be out of the freezer as well. And I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, I have good intentions. Now let's see how much we get done. First, I'm gonna have some coffee and get to you guys. So I am on my way to Dollar Tree. I'm just stopped at a red light, and I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree first and see if they even have cream cheese or something like that. I've never really looked for that, but maybe they do, and it'll probably be cheaper than Safeway. If not, literally Safeway is right, like you don't even have to move your car, it's right next door. So I want to show you guys, it's kind of gloomy outside. It's a perfect day for the chicken gnocchi soup. I think everyone's going to be really excited about that. I had some chicken stock in the freezer that I took out, homemade, and then I know I have chicken stock in cans, so I'll have to substitute because I don't have any more homemade ones. So anyway, let's get going. Let's get our cream cheese or cottage cheese or ricotta. I'll see what's, you know, the price difference is, and get the gnocchi and make okay. So that was a total bust. Dollar Tree not only did not have any cream cheese or anything like that, which is fine. I wasn't sure if they did. They also did not have any of the gnocchi that I usually get. So I went to Safeway and I paid double, which is fine because they're still cheaper than some of the other brands. I got these Signature Select. They were $1.99, and these are made in Italy. So are the ones at Dollar Tree. And I feel like the ones at Dollar Tree, the packages may be a little bit bigger, And then between the cream cheese, cottage cheese, and the ricotta cheese, the cottage cheese was the cheapest. So this was $1.99, and then the cream cheese was $2.29 on sale. So I got 2 of these, 2 of the gnocchis. And let's see, how much did I spend? I think just under $8. Yep. I don't know if you can see, a $7.96. Yeah, I could have spent half of that. But it's okay. So we're gonna go home and start cooking. I think I'm gonna do the egg casserole first, and then move on to the lasagna, and then the chicken breast recipe. I also want to do some mashed potatoes, and then I want to do some chicken schnitzel because I took out all that chicken breast. Well, I put 4 of the breast back in the freezer out of that huge bag. So I want to make food for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to church. We haven't been in a really long time, so we're gonna go to church, and when we come home we're always so hungry, so we want to have food. And then obviously the chicken gnocchi soup, because that's like gonna be really good. It's really cooled down. It's 60 degrees outside, which actually kind of feels good compared to like 128, which was the highest in Vegas. This feels really good, so I'm not complaining, but some soup is gonna be really good. And then the chili that we made yesterday, all gone. Everyone loved it and they enjoyed it, so it's all gone. So that's good. We still have some pasta alfredo left over, and I think it's because it's not so saucy. It's kind of dry. I have to figure out if I'm gonna make some sauce for it or something, because the kids don't really like it like this. So okay, so it is about 9:47 in the morning, Saturday morning, and I'm gonna get ready to do the chicken gnocchi soup first, because my eggs and stuff are still thawing out. So let's just do it, get it out of the way. I have a bag of celery that I got given to me, so I'm gonna use some celery, 1 can of chicken broth, this huge container of chicken broth that I made homemade, and then I'm gonna add some dried basil, thyme, oregano, and I feel like the thyme is very important for this soup, and then also some extra Italian seasoning, 1 or 2 of these bouillon seasoning cubes. If there's only 2, I'll use 2, and then we'll be done with that. Some pepper, salt, garlic, and we are going through the jar. Canned chicken breast, probably with the broth. I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna peel and dice these 3 little onions that I got from my mom. Some carrots that I'm gonna shred up. Some of the half and half. Probably this whole box of spinach, and the gnocchi. So let's put all this together. I've shown on my channel. Oh, and I'm gonna use a little bit of flour to make the roux. So I've shown many times how to make it. It's super easy, super simple, and let's get going. And that'll be 1 meal down, a few more. 43. The chicken gnocchi soup is done. It looks and smells delicious. I'm gonna add the rest of these cheese packets to the soup. This is how much spinach I have left. And right now I am just sauteing onions with thawed out ground beef, not green beef, ground beef. And then a spoonful of the garlic. And then I'm gonna use this jar of marinara sauce to make the sauce for the lasagna. Lucas is showing you guys something. And I'm not sure, I might add the rest of the spinach in the lasagna sauce, or I might just add it in the frittata or egg casserole. The eggs are still falling out, so that's probably going to be like the last thing I'm going to get done. Oh well. Anyway, so this is done and over with. The easiest one is over with. We'll move on to the lasagna, and then we'll move on to the chicken breast. Now 8, the egg casserole is still thawing out. So I have set up here for the lasagna some different bags of cheeses that I opened up, the ricotta with some of that egg, the meat sauce, and then here we have the zucchini sliced up. I put some salt and I'm gonna like put a paper towel over them and kind of get the water out, and we have lots of more zucchinis to do something with. All the chicken breast that's thawing out, and then our chicken gnocchi. It's 11. We're gonna have this. This is kind of the little ones have been snacking and eating on stuff, but the older ones have been washing the bathrooms, and we are going to have this for an early lunch. the rest of this half of the watermelon that needs to be cut up and put in the fridge. David peeled all those potatoes for mashed potatoes. And then I have this onion for the egg casserole that I'm gonna do. So this is what's going on so far around 11, and I will let you guys know how so I have the lasagna in the oven, and over here I have onions, garlic, those frozen peppers, I use that whole bag, and the chorizo. And that's just cooking down, and then I'm gonna chop up some of those collard greens and put it in there. And then over here, I just have the thawed out eggs, some sour cream, salt and pepper, and then I put some of that half and half in there as well. And I'll add some cheese, and then we'll pop it in the oven. And it smells so good. The lasagna's already in there, so I wanna get this in. But this is gonna have to cool before I put it in with the eggs, or else I'm just gonna have scrambled eggs. But yeah, it's looking good, you guys. Using up lots of stuff from our freezer. Mixing the egg casserole together. I realized I could have sauteed up some of those zucchinis chopped up in there, but I didn't. It's too late. I don't feel like doing that right now. I just want to get this in the oven. I still need to wash my cast iron. I'm trying to load the dishes as I go because there's lots of dishes. So I'm gonna put this mixture in these two pans, cut up some of the tomatoes and put it throughout, and sprinkle it with this cheese, and then just pop it in the oven with the zucchini lasagna. The zucchini lasagna, I'm letting it cool down for a little bit. It's about it's about 1 o'clock almost, and literally we've been eating nonstop. We had the soup, and I think we're gonna dig into this too. So I love you. So there you go, you guys. It's looking good. And then the egg casserole is probably gonna be the last thing we eat today, even though I wanted to have that for breakfast.
The secret is I love you.
What?
The secret is I love you.
The secret is I love you. Okay. So yeah, it looks good. We'll dig in and see how it's a little watery, but it turned out really good. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning. Coffee is going, and we're just gonna have these protein bars for breakfast really quick because we are getting ready to go to church. And last night we had some of the lasagna. We still have a little bit left over for dinner. It was really good. We kind of just snacked on everything yesterday. So I'll show you guys what we have. It is Sunday for lunch. We got home from church. I sauteed that chicken breast with some canned mushrooms, onion, garlic, spinach, the half and half, and I just I did like a roux, so it thickened up. That's what's under here. Caesar salad, some chicken that is not in the sauce, and mashed potatoes. So we are going to enjoy this. This is a late lunch, more like a dinner. So this is what we're gonna have, and we'll see you guys next week.